So, technical entrepreneurship at Lehigh is all about developing a product alongside building a venture. And we've heard a lot this year from the engineering perspective, as well as, building a business, what an entrepreneur has to do. But today we're going to learn a little bit more about the design side of things. So, we're visiting two firms, both with Lehigh alums. And in typical TE fashion, we're coming from a lot of different places. So, I'm coming from the suburbs of New York myself, Fran from New Jersey, and the boys all from Bethlehem. And we're all meeting up in New York, really excited to try something new. We've been to conferences and trade shows in many different cities this year alone, but this will be new and fun.
Hey guys, we just got to New York City and we're riding the subway over to Dumbo.
Now we're in Dumbo. I'm excited. TE's excited. What do you think of TE?
Yeah.
I thought so. We're at an iconic view in Brooklyn, and we're really excited to be here. Really emphasizing the future makers that Lehigh kind of provides us with, all those resources so we can be in cities like this. And we're really excited. We're going to go to Pensa today. We're going to go to Smart Design, check it out, see what the office culture is like, see what the design culture is like, and learn a lot from some alums and makers who were once at Lehigh. I grew up right outside of the city, so 20 minutes out of the city. My whole life, though, I haven't been in Brooklyn until this year, a little bit in the summer, and I just love it here. It's like, it really makes you want to plan for where you want to be in the future, as a professional, as a peer, as just an overall maker, a learner. And these are the places that, make you want to be better. And you can envision yourself right over there.
So right now, George is building some sort of contraption. You want to fill the people in on what you're doing, George?
I'm building a little bit of a Buddhist art right now. As you can see, so many people have built way more than me, so I'm trying to get it as high as possible. And I think it's meant to be good luck, I don't know. But I'm gonna try to build mine as high as possible.
Yeah, being in New York City is kind of cool because whenever we go on a subway, I hear people talking in German. There's a lot of German tourists in New York City, but it's pretty fun that we get to do a class trip like this for Lehigh, especially for TE. So I'm really excited what the day has to bring, and I've never really been in Brooklyn before, so this is also really cool.
The best thing about the future makers in TE at Lehigh is getting out and about, heading up to venture fairs, going to Manhattan, heading down to Philly. Students have been to conferences in Florida, the West Coast. So it's really important to get out and network with innovators, future makers, and entrepreneurs around the world.
I think it's a good thing getting the exposure from TE. All it comes with, meeting new friends, making new connections. By the end of the day, we are going to see a couple of companies, meet new CEOs, and be able to have a first-hand practical information of what they do.
He's speaking Thai to the Thai restaurant.
Sawadee krap, Sabai mai krap. It means hi, how are you? We just got to the Time Out Market and it's phenomenal because I've actually done research on the Time Out Market during my lunch of a Roy Mango, and we just happened to stumble upon it while walking, so it's just a great experience being here and experiencing all the food. I got some Thai food because my friend is Thai food, so it's just really, really exciting. So there was a utility door on the side of the museum. We both had the idea, Tommy's recording the video back there, and we both had the idea to just open up the door, and what if that's the museum entrance? So we open up the door, enter through, nobody blinks an eye. We just walk through, we're like, hey guys, can we enter? They're like, hey, just take off your shoes. So we got in, and it was like a phenomenal, I don't know, balloon, how would you describe it?
Whoa, what?
Don't let anybody stop you, even lines. Just chase your passion.
So we're about to go into Smart Design. The lead engineer here is actually a Lehigh alum. Some of us has met him before at Lehigh when he has visited, just kind of showcasing how Lehigh got him to where he is now and what Smart Design does. So we're really excited to go inside and find out more.
The Smart Design Tour was really cool. It was really fun seeing so many different engineer spaces in one product design company, and especially it was fun how the engineers work together with the designers to create new solutions for smart designs. So I really enjoyed that aspect of seeing very creative labs for engineers.
Okay, so we just left Smart Design. It was at the Brooklyn Navy Yard, so super cool seeing the inside of the building just because it kind of showed us how they made it from ground up. They had the bones of the building there, and then they kind of designed it the way that would be best for them and how they work. And that was really cool. We got to see, you know, the open spaces that they work in. We got to see the workshop where they're working on some confidential products at the moment. And you got to see the interdisciplinary teams they get to work in. We're now on our way to Pensa right now. So Marco Perry is the founder of Pensa, and he's a Mechie grad from Lehigh. So that would be really cool hearing about a different type of design firm's way about, you know, just going about their projects. And we're really excited. Back in Dumbo. Rapid fire, what comes to your head when I say the word New York?
The smell.
Pizza.
Pizza.
Here we got 2 pizza, 1 the smell. I was also going towards the smell. Hey. All right. What do you think would be the most overrated tourist attraction in New York?
Empire State Building.
The Bull at Wall Street.
What? Oh, the bowl?
The Bull,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Still thinking.
Times Square for me.
Yeah, Times Square.
Times Square.
Grad students in technical entrepreneurship aren't always in the classroom. We're at places like this, New York City. Last week we were at a venture fair in State College. Before that, Philadelphia. So come and join us.
We just left Pensa. It was really great. We learned a lot about AI, which is kind of unexpected and cool. So many new tools. We actually learned how you could like turn any text or website into a podcast, and I thought that was kind of sick. And it was funny because we put in the TE website, and you just had 2 people talking about us. It was awesome. Marco was great, really helpful, just kind of leading into that space. And now we're gonna go and have some fun with alumni back in Manhattan. All right, live from the subway. We're doing a little interview. Like you've seen the videos on the subway of asking everyone's your hot take. That's what we're doing. So Fran, what's your hot take?
My hot take is that tipping culture has gotten way out of control.
Completely agree.
We were at the market and they pre-selected my tip for when I was picking up my food, and I was like, there's no service involved.
Outrageous.
Why would I pay tip for this? And then they also changed the order of where the lowest tip is. The lowest tip is on the right now and the highest tip on the left. So if you automatically just go to the left, you're going to select the highest tip, which is 25% now apparently. And we're Lehigh students.
Yes.
So like no income.
We don't want to pay that. I
No.
completely agree. Okay, George, what's your hot take?
I think my hot take is that ketchup is overrated. It's good.
sugar and
It's
red.
good, but it's overrated.
Okay, my personal hot take is that all these so-called free thinkers are not free thinkers. I feel like we've developed where like, you know, like that indie, crunchy, like that type of like on your own vibe, that's a whole vibe itself. So like that's not exactly a free thinker because I don't know. I just think people take a lot of pride in themselves for being like so different from everyone else, and they're really not that different.
We're all the same.
There's never an original thought. That's a hot take.
That is a hot
We
take.
spoke about that last week.
Oh, I think so. I think we did. We did the cutting edge assignment, and we were like talking about if you thought you had or an idea is ever original. Like because a lot of times when you search for something you came up with, somebody else has like there's a Reddit post from 10 years ago who addresses something like this or has a similar idea,
Something
or
as
maybe in a different
random as
format.
anything.
But at the same time, there's new connections made every day. I don't think people in the 60s would have thought of AI.
Who knows?
Well, maybe they did, but they didn't think that AI was going to be a thing in 2025.
Something to ponder on for the rest of the ride.
All right, Professor Lehman, what is your hot take?
George, my hot take is that learning only happens in the classroom. What do you think?
I completely disagree.
You disagree? What are we doing? We're on a class trip to New York City. Come on, George.
Yeah, so one my hot take. I think heartbreak should be capital punishment. Yeah, if you break someone's heart, it should be capital punishment. That's my hot take.
So we're at our end of the day at New York, and we just got to Stout, having some good beer, some good things. We have some TE alum and some of my best friends from college, Grant Kim, and then Tarek Sarham. They graduated in 2022, so I'm gonna leave it to them and talk a little bit.
It's rolling? Okay. I'm Grant, T class of 22. and right now I work for a healthcare marketing agency. And I think one way TE helped is really understanding the intersection between like the innovation of a product and the business feasibility, because if something is really innovative but there's no business case for it, there's probably not going to be a lot of people backing you or supporting that idea. So always making sure that there's the product innovation as well as the business case is really important.
Hello, my name is Tariq Al-Sarhan. I'm also class 2022, like Grant. I guess one thing I took from TE was how do you take an idea and then go through the process until it becomes a product. And that entrepreneurship is not something that's solely to like make your own company and start something that has never been done before. But it could be, you know, in a big corporation, how do you find the gaps and really address them and come up with a new innovation that solves an issue or a problem for that specific company. And yeah, I'm a financial engineer right now. It's my third year at Moody's Analytics. And I'm doing a program in AI. And yeah, TE has helped me a lot in kind of opening my mind to all these different roles and programs and ideas.
Shout out Cole Beckerman. Miss you so much.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
Short and sweet. Okay, we're ending our day with some lovely alums that we miss so dearly. So we want to ask what they're doing right now as they're both living in New York City. Cass?
Hi, I'm Cass. I am working in Westchester doing engineering at a medical diagnostic company.
Awesome. Tell us more, Sam. What do you do?
Hello, TE fans. I work in Manhattan in finance, doing research on publicly traded companies.
Anything else?
No. TE got me this far. Take TE, it's the best.
And Sam put it perfectly. Wrapping up in Manhattan. So happy we had the best day. TE loves Manhattan. Manhattan loves TE. Woo! TE is genuinely one of the most multidisciplinary experiences I've ever encountered. It allows students to create skills and then also test them in real life scenarios. So we get to learn from the success stories, but we also get to learn from the failures. And I think that's what makes TE most important, because it embraces all steps along the pathway that entrepreneurship is. And I'm really thankful for all the experience we get to have both in the classroom and outside the classroom, learning from others who have gone down this path. And we really hope that you'd like to join us and learn how you can also become a future maker of tomorrow.
We love New York City, and TE should come to New York more often, and we're excited to have dinner with you next time.
By the way, Tariq can sing, so he can sing us a song right now.
We love TE.